Hey fellas, 265 Chevy here. Today's February 2nd. Continue on the Firebird saga. I got the rear end out and have a bad pinion seal. Has two rear wheel, the slave cylinder or whatever you call that cylinder. Both of them are bad. But I want to thank Ken, 1970 Chevelle. I want to give him a shout out. If y'all ever never seen his videos, go take his videos, go take a look at them. Really a lot of good stuff on his channel. But I talked to him on the phone, and he gave me a lot of good pointers about the pinion seal. He's a mechanic by trade, and real nice guy. It's always a pleasure watching his videos. Hold on, let me turn on this light right here. The tank is out. Let's see. I'll fall on my butt. Tank is out. Have everything gutted out of here, which y'all can see. Everything is gutted. Ain't nothing left to it. Got the shocks out, in case anybody wondering. Shocks go right here. You gotta undo your interior, the back part of the interior to get to them. But we're gonna have to do a little talking here, fellas. The tank is shot. Totally shot. Let's look up in there a little bit. That's all. You see that little spigot right there? That's where the gas comes in. That's all rusted. All that is trash. Rust droppings. Some coating, bad gas. Tank looks pretty bad. I don't even know what that stuff is. Well, let me get some of this stuff out. Let's come over here. Put it on a rag or something. I don't even know what this stuff is. Looks like either bad gas or whatever, or trash, or rust. Now, a guy did say that he could ball it out for about 80 bucks, and he could put a coating in it for another 50 bucks. Comes up to about 100, 150 or whatever. And but I could buy a brand new tank for about probably right around $200. It's an aftermarket tank. But here's the other problem. The sending unit and the pump is shot. It's all rusted, gone. So, problem with that, so that needs to be replaced. So we're looking at, on the high end, anywhere between $700 and $1,000 to do it. AC Delco parts, which they're running out of parts of these cars, but that would be AC Delco pump and the AC Delco sending unit and all the pipes and everything. That actually came in the car with an aftermarket tank. Or I can probably get it down to $500 or lower by using all aftermarket stuff. I think there's a kit. It comes with the tank, the sending unit, and the pump from Spectra for 250 bucks. It's not counting shipping. So say $300. So I could go that route. But man, I really don't want to use aftermarket stuff because, well, at least the pump and the sending unit, that because this thing is so hard to get to if it fails. You know, I know I could cut the panel out or whatever. That's what they've been doing nowadays. Cutting the panel out and stuff like that, which that's probably what I would do next. But I want to talk to y'all about something else too. Now, I was talking to Papa Bob. I don't know if you ever saw his channel, but if you haven't, go check him out. He's on YouTube. I think he's doing a 57 Chevy. Excuse me. And he's got a great channel. But his concerns was, he left a comment on one of my last two videos, that with the motor being rebuilt, sitting for 12 years, that he's concerned that the assembly lube has dried up. Instead of being slippery, it'll be tacky. Now, he said that he had a couple of engines that he totally took down, and, you know, he re-lubed it, and he put it all back together with new seals and everything. I'm not willing to do that. I don't have the time, and I don't have the money. Especially if I dump money in the back, which I'm going to have to do. So, this is where we at. I need y'all to give me your opinions on what y'all would do, firstly, about the motor. I did come up with an idea. Tell me what y'all think about this. If I filled it up with oil, take all the spark plugs out, and just run with no compression. Just crank it over just with the starter to get oil over everything. Before I even go any further buying any more parts for this, because I did buy a couple of parts the last couple of days. There was another guy. I said I was going to take the spark plugs out of squirt WD-40, but he said use Marlboro Mystery Oil, which I do have. So I think I'll go that route. But this is the dilemma, fellas. If that motor ain't no good, or it ain't going to be no good, I hate to shove $700 to $1,000 on the back end that I don't even know if the front end is going to let me do what I need to do. So I need y'all to give me your opinions on what y'all think. Now, this is how this is going to work. This project is not going to stop. It's either or. Either this project is going to get done to the part where part one that I said how I'm going to get it done. You know, that we'll spend the money, we'll put it together, and we'll get it to run, and it'll move out of its own power. And this will be my third car. Either really be my real car, because my truck is really my real car now, and this was my real car until I wrecked it, which I might make it my real car again, and the truck will be our third car. You know, truck needs a lot of work too. Or I'll put the rear end back in it as is, no brakes, no nothing. So it'll be a roller. Roll it out of here, roll it to the front, put it on Craigslist, and probably I only can get anywhere between $800 and $1,000, and that's a big if, because this car has a salvage title. So I might not even get that. And just take the loss, because I rebuilt the transmission. And you know, I did that. I mean, that's been sitting for a while too. Father Time's a bitch. I didn't realize Father Time really melts. You know, I mean, I guess so there's a lesson to be learned here, and y'all gonna learn it off of my back. Any people that's watching this video and y'all thinking about doing a project, if you don't have the time, don't start it. Let it sit or whatever until you have the time. Especially if you're gonna rebuild the motor, rebuild it, put it in, start it, get it running. You know, so at least you could go out there and start it every now and then. Don't let it sit up. Don't let the tank sit with gas in it for 12 years, thinking that you're going to get to it. I mean, because life just takes over. And I really wanted to get to this way before where I'm at now. But this car is going to I'm going to have to make a decision on it. Because I need this car out of here. Like I said before, either way. So, I really would like y'all honest opinion, what y'all think, you know. And then with your honest opinion, then it'll help me to make a decision. Either way, you know, I mean, y'all might come up with an idea or something else that helped me think of another way to do it. But, you know, so I really looking. I like to get other people's opinion on things, before I make a major decision that I'm going to make. I really wanted to put the car back together and complete it, but sometimes you just got to let things go if you have to. Not saying that's what I want to do. I do have the money to fix it. I mean, I got money saved up to rebuild put some money into the motor, so I put it up to the Chevelle to get that moving around. But I can take the money from there to put it over here. I need to get one of them going. So like I said, either runs underneath his own power or he gets towed out of here, one of the two. So, Papa Bob, I do have some manuals. So if I do decide to keep the car, or go along with it, what we come up with the motor and everything, what we think we should do with that, then I do have something that'll help me put the car back together. But I'll tell you what, reading these manuals, you're gonna have to be a brain surgeon or something, because you gotta go from this page back to that page, go to this chapter, go back to that chapter. It's really a pain in the butt. Yeah. Right now, where I live, it's Mardi Gras time, and starts today. The parade starts for the next 10 days. It's going to be real hectic around here, so it's going to give me time to do some thinking, do some researching, and because I mean, there's just all kind of people in. Traffic is like unbelievable and stuff like that. I do know I need to get down here and clean up. I got all the parts over here bagged and tagged. A muffler and springs and the arms and all the brake parts. I mean, at least I bagged and tagged them this time. But so if you watch the video, make a comment what y'all think about which direction I should go with the tank. Should I try to keep it on the low end and just use aftermarket parts and take a chance with that, or just go buy the better parts? Or what y'all think about the motor, about starting it up and just turning it over with the starter with no spark plugs in it? That's a good idea, not? Or or walk away. Throw the rear end in it and count your losses and walk away. I don't know. I know I'm exasperated. I feel like since I started this, I've taken one step forward and 3 steps back. But I'm willing to keep on going forward. If I think that it'll all work out in the end. The only thing I am worried about, if I invest the money and then other things just don't, I was wrong to wait so long, which really messed it all up. I mean, I could sell the car, as a body for a race car. I mean, they still use these at the track, at the drag track. I mean, so it would work there. I mean, the body's straight. It's no rust. I mean, it's a perfect body. So, And if you did make a comment to sell it, how much you think I could get for it? Salvage title. Pretty much everything else is useless. So, nobody wants a 3.4 V6 motor. If it had an LT1 or LT3 in it, oh yeah, the motor probably worth more than the car. But so that's where I'm at, fellas. Try to keep my head up. Try to keep on pushing forward. If I don't feel like messing with this during the 6 days, I'll go up in the attic and start messing with the project up there. You know me, I always got something else I gotta do. Today has been dealing with banks and my mama's secession and stuff like that, and they getting stuff wrong and causing all kind of headaches on the other end. So I'm dealing with those issues. But I'm not really a happy camper, to be honest with y'all. You know, kind of took the sail out my wind. I mean, the wind out my sail. Sail out my wind. Oh my God, I can't even talk. But, you know, I'm pretty sure that, you know, what y'all see is what I see. That this tank is not even worth trying to get dipped or recoated. Definitely looks like it needs a new tank. It's pretty bad. Father Time's a bitch, Paul. Mess you up. But I appreciate, can't talk. I appreciate, you know, all my subscribers, all the comments. I look forward to hearing your comments. I need to hear y'all comments. And y'all have a great weekend. And get out there and keep on pushing through. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.